You know that feeling, right? You're out somewhere and you desperately need a file that's stuck on your home computer. Well, Microsoft has this brand new Windows app that's supposed to fix that forever. The promise is your entire PC, right there in your pocket. But, does it actually live up to the hype? Let's find out. And just think about what that really means for a second. We're not just talking about grabbing a document. We're talking about running heavy-duty software like Photoshop or maybe even your favorite PC game streamed right to your phone. It's a wild idea, right? So to get how this is even possible, we need to quickly touch on the tech that makes it all tick. So the magic behind all this is something called remote desktop. And look, this isn't brand new tech. It's been a staple in the corporate world for ages. The concept is actually pretty straightforward. Your phone or tablet basically becomes a window, a portal to your main computer. It streams your PC screen in real time, so when you swipe your finger on your phone, the mouse cursor zips across your desktop, even if it's miles and miles away. Okay, so that's the underlying technology. But the big, flashy promise of this specific app is making that whole experience easy and universal. So is it really your complete PC ready to go no matter where you are? Yeah, the goal here is complete freedom. Imagine you're on your iPhone or you grab your partner's Android tablet. Heck, you could even be at a library computer using a web browser. The idea is that you can just tap in and get your own machine with all your files, all your settings right away. It's a massive promise, for sure. So let's see what it actually takes to get this thing up and running. All right, the concept is super exciting, no doubt. But let's be real. A great idea is totally useless if it's a huge pain to set up. So how did our reviewer actually do when they tried to get this running on their own phone? At first glance, it seems easy enough. First, you just install the app. It's called the Windows App Preview. Then you got to tell it which computer you want to talk to. You can use your PC's name or its IP address. Think of that as its unique street address on your home network. And finally, you sign in with your Microsoft account to prove you are who you say you are. Sounds simple, right? Well, maybe not so much. And this is where the first little crack started to show. Almost immediately, the reviewer ran into connection errors. But they figured out a pretty important tip. Sometimes trying to connect with the PC's name just wouldn't work, but plugging in the IP address did. And sometimes it was the other way around. It's kind of the first clue that, things aren't exactly running smoothly behind the scenes. Okay, so a few little connection quirks, you can probably live with that. But what came next? That's where the reviewer hit a total brick wall. And this is a big one, a problem that pretty much makes this app a non-starter for a massive chunk of people. And here it is. This is the catch. To even sign into the app itself, you have to have a work or school Microsoft account. So if you're like, well, most of us, and just have a regular personal account for your home PC, you're out. You just can't sign in. Now, on Android, the reviewer did find a little workaround to connect directly to the PC, but it's clunky, and for anyone on another platform, it gets even worse. Yeah, that little loophole? It doesn't even exist if you're trying to use the Windows version of the app. So let's say you're a regular home user who just wants to connect from your laptop to your big desktop PC. Nope. You're completely blocked. The app is literally just a useless icon on your screen. So this app that promises access for everybody is, at least right now, really only for a very small group of people. But okay, let's just pretend for a second. Let's say you do have the right kind of account, or you manage to get that Android workaround to function. What's it actually like to use? Well, if you thought it couldn't get any worse, think again. The list of complaints from the reviewer was pretty long. Connections were dropping all the time, the screen was stretched out and distorted to fit the phone, and the performance was, and I'm quoting here, not that much smooth. Basically, the whole thing just felt buggy, unfinished, and not at all ready for prime time. So after fighting with connection problems, getting locked out because of the wrong account, and dealing with a super glitchy experience, what's the bottom line? Is this app even worth your time considering it's free? The reviewer did not hold back. Their final conclusion was short, simple, and pretty brutal. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Ouch. For a big new app from a company like Microsoft, that is a shocking review. But there's one really important thing to keep in mind here. And that is, to be fair, this app is still officially in preview. Now, that's just tech jargon for a public beta test. So all of these bugs, all of these weird restrictions, they could just be growing pains. It's very likely that Microsoft is just gathering feedback, like this very review, to fix all the problems before they do a big official launch. So that leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? The vision, the idea behind this app is awesome.
a perfect Windows experience on any screen you touch. But the reality, right now, is a buggy, locked-down preview. So the real question isn't just, can Microsoft fix the bugs? It's, will they actually open this up for all of us, or is the future of Windows going to stay locked behind a work or school account?